Okay. So now let's continue our discussion on consolidation. We are starting our first very good decent question on consolidation. From the following balance sheet of H Limited and its subsidiary S Limited, draw up at 31st March. Prepare a consolidated balance sheet as at that date having regard to following. Reserves and profit and loss account of S Limited stood at 25,000 and 15,000 respectively on the date of acquisition of its 80% shares by H Limited on 1st April. So 1st April they have acquired the company. On that date they have given reserves and P&L. Machinery book value 1 lakh and furniture book value 20,000 of S Limited were revalued respectively on 1st April 2010 for the purpose of fixing the price of shares. Rate of depreciation computed on the basis of useful life machinery 10%, furniture 15%. So machinery book value was 1 lakh, but we have revalued at 1.5 lakh, and furniture book value was 20. We have revalued at 15,000. These two adjustments are very good common adjustments for exam. Now, share capital, reserves and surplus, trade payables, PPE, other non-current investments and notes they have given. So, in other non-current investments, we have non-current investment and shares in S Limited. Two investments are there. Two investments. Everyone. About that only I gave in the previous class. I gave 1 point. So, they are asking us to prepare consolidation. Now, before I start consolidation, go through these 2 points carefully. These two are the key adjustments. Okay, shall we begin? Everyone, everyone. So now, couple of dates which I want to mention. When did we acquire the company? First, first April. First April 20x0. And revaluation was done on balance sheet we are preparing on beginning of the year we have acquired the company. Consolidation we are preparing at end of the year. End of the year. Can we start everyone? Yes. So in this problem, definitely there is some some adjustment in the asset side also. Asset side, yeah, you said only two adjustment. One is stock, one is intercompany owings. This is the third adjustment, revaluation. This is the third adjustment, revaluation. Bhaiya, you said only two, now three. Add, एक और भी आगे आएगा. So there are three adjustments. There are three adjustments: intercompany owing, stock, and revaluation. So let's begin with all the notes we have readily available with us. Everyone alert? We are starting one good problem. Consolidated balance sheet of H Limited as at 31st March 20x1. Particulars, note number, amount, equity and liability, shareholders fund, share capital. Share capital directly. Should we take S Limited? Why? Will be adjusted in cost of control and minority. So I'll direct 6 lakhs is already written and note is also same. Yes, 6,000 equity shares of 100 each. 6,000 equity shares of 100 each. 6 lakhs everyone. Yes. Then next we can move on to the next item, reserve and surplus. And we know reserves of surplus means first cost of control and reserve split up is also required. So reserve split up is also required. Let's begin. So working note 1, cost of investment. Shares in S Limited, 1,60,000. Now, holding company share on the date of acquisition, share capital, 1 lakh. 1 lakh into what is the percentage? All the problem only 80%. Here they have given 80%. So 1 lakh into 80%. Now, reserve split up we have to do. Reserve split up we have to do. Shall I begin? Yes. So for this reserves, now in this problem we have reserves also, we have P&L also. So first we will begin with reserves. Reserves. Date of acquisition, and this is post acquisition. So reserves as per balance sheet, reserves as per balance sheet note number 2, 75,000, 75,000. And when we acquired, it was 25,000, 25,000. On the date of acquisition, 25,000. And post acquisition, 50,000. Now in this, H Limited and minority interest, 20,000 and 5,000. And post acquisition, H Limited and minority interest, 40,000 and 10,000. 40,000 and 10,000. Everyone. करूंगा भाई, patience, patience, patience. Just started the problem. डराओ मत. So everyone, reserves calculation, is it clear? Yes. Now moving forward, moving forward. Next is P&L, P&L. Now for P&L, in the balance sheet, 25,000, 25,000. And when we acquired 15,000, yes, 15,000. So on the date of acquisition, 15,000, and post acquisition. Now, in this date of acquisition, H Limited minority interest, 12,000, 3,000. Post acquisition, can I split? The answer is no. The answer is no. Why, bhaiya? Why? See, this revaluation you have done in the beginning of the year. Everyone, yes, but did we adjust in the books? Did we adjust revaluation in the books? Pata nahi, bhaiya. So they have given note number 3. Let's check. See, note number 3, machinery, it is 3 lakh. Furniture, it is 1 and sorry. We are looking for S Limited. No. Machinery, 90,000. Furniture, 17,000. Everyone. Yes. Yes. And here, machinery book value 1 lakh. Furniture, 20,000. So when they say book value, it is WDV. Book value is 1 lakh, everyone. Book value is 1 lakh. Book, and this is beginning of the year. Everyone, beginning of the year, book value 1 lakh, and rate of depreciation 10%, minus 10%, 90,000. That is there in the question. This inference you have to draw in exam. But here, book value 1 lakh, beginning of the year, 10% depreciation charged, 90,000. So revaluation figures are not considered here. Revaluation figures are not considered here. Let's check with the furniture also. Furniture book value, depreciation 15%. So 3,000, 17,000. But yeah, so opening balance minus depreciation is given in the balance sheet. But we have done some revaluation, and that revaluation is not recorded in the books. That revaluation is not recorded in the books. I just showed you how. Why? Why? Everyone, is it clear? Yes. Now, bhaiya, you have done revaluation, it's okay. Now let's see machinery. Machinery, it was 1 lakh. Now you are increasing or you are decreasing? Decreasing. By how much? 50,000. So depreciation will increase or decrease? Everyone, when the asset value is increasing, depreciation will. Hey, Nimita, बैठना तो बैठो नहीं तो बाहर जाओ. चालू नहीं हुआ उसमें आपको क्लास चालू होते सोना है. So depreciate the value of asset is increasing. What will happen to depreciation? Increase. So by 50,000, the asset value has increased on that 10% depreciation. 5,000. So less increase in depreciation. This is for machinery. This is for depreciation. How much? 5,000. 5,000. Furniture. Upward revaluation or downward? Downward. So depreciation will decrease. So furniture, how much downward revaluation? 5,000 on 5,000, 15%. 750. So add decrease in depreciation 750. So what is the actual post acquisition reserve? 5750. In that H Limited and minority interest. 4,600. 1,150. 4,600 and 1,150. Everyone. Now, I think with this will help us to calculate working note 1. So working note 1, at the date of acquisition, what was the share capital? 1 lakh. So 1 lakh into 80%, 80,000. Then pre-acquisition reserve. 20,000 and pre-acquisition profit. Everyone, see here 20,000, see here 12,000. So 20,000 and 12,000. So pre-acquisition reserve, pre-acquisition profit. So total 1 lakh 12,000. 1 lakh 12,000. Tell me goodwill or capital reserve? Goodwill. How much goodwill? 48,000. 48,000. $48,000. Now, there is a small correction I want you guys to think and tell. This 48,000 goodwill is not correct. 48,000 goodwill is not correct. I want you guys to think and tell. Clap for him. Revaluation we have done on first beginning of the year. So, yeah, you have adjusted the assets. But what about the reserve? So now, revaluation reserve. It is completely pre. Everyone. Yes. So revaluation reserve. Bhaiya, machinery, upward revaluation 50,000. And so this is 45,000 in that. And this is fully pre. So in this, holding and minority interest. 36,000. Very good. Everyone. So bhaiya, you did not consider revaluation reserve. So I'll consider now. So revaluation reserve 36,000. So total is 148. Now tell me, goodwill or capital reserve? Goodwill 12,000. Goodwill 12,000. Everyone. Yes. So bhaiya, no impact on capital reserve will not come. But. So now reserves and surplus, general reserve. You guys tell me. H Limited, S Limited. So H Limited general reserve 2 lakhs and S Limited general reserve S Limited general reserve 40,000. 60. Where you are getting 60? 40,000. 40,000 I have just highlighted. So 40,000. Next, PNL. PNL again HNS. PNL HNS. So PNL 1 lakh and S Limited. Here we have 4,600. 4,600. So yes. So total of reserves and surplus 344,600. That's all. No. Revaluation reserve. Revaluation reserve. Now in revaluation reserve, 36,000 H Limited. You see how each number I am placing. So 36,000 is the revaluation reserve. Total 3,80,600. Reserves and surplus 380,600. Everyone. Oops, sorry. Revaluation reserve will not come because we have already adjusted. We have already adjusted. So 344,600. 344,600. Then minority interest. So share capital 1 lakh into 20%, 20,000. Then now see here, general reserve. Can I write total 5 and 10? Yes. General reserve is 15,000. General reserve 15,000. General reserve 15,000. PNL and revaluation reserve. So PNL 3,000 and 5,759. So 3,000 and 1,150. So 4,150. And revaluation reserve 9,000. That's all. Minority interest. Anything else will come? 48,150. Revaluation minority interest 48,150. Everyone till here, is it clear? Now, non-current liability, long-term borrowing. Do we have note? No. A long-term liability itself not there. Then current liability, trade payables. So note number 4, 150 and 57. So 1,50,000 and 57. So total 2,07,000. 2,07,000. So trade payables 11,99,750. 11,99,750. Everyone, is this clear? Can I go to the asset side? So assets. Under assets, non-current assets, PPE. Note number 5. So note number 5, PPE. Again, H Limited and S Limited. So we have to go to note number 3. Machinery and furniture. This note also will be a little in detail. So note number 5, PPE. First, machinery. And under machinery, we will have H Limited and S Limited. So H Limited machinery, S Limited machinery. See, 90,000 was there in the books. We have increased the value by 50,000 revaluation, upward revaluation 50,000, and extra depreciation we have charged 5,000. 135, 135. So this is machinery. Then furniture, furniture, H Limited and S Limited. H Limited furniture 1,50,000. For S Limited 17,000 minus 5,000 plus 750. 12,750. So that is our PP. So total 597750. 597750. Everyone, can I continue? Now we have goodwill. Yeah, no. Intangible asset. Intangible asset. Note number 6. Goodwill we got no somewhere here. 12,000. 12,000. Everyone. Working note 1. So goodwill 12. Intangible asset and note number 6. Goodwill 12,000. Then we have other current investments also. Everyone, other non-current, other non-current investment. Note number 7. Yeah, push जगह हो जाएगी. Correct, correct. So trade payables, trade payables. So once again, first part, other will not come at all. Non-current investment. सब सो रहे हैं. अदर हाँ बढ़ते रहो. गीता का पेज पे दिख रहा है और बाकी का नहीं दिख रहा है. So he trusts you blindly. So non-current investment under will shares in S Limited come? No, only non-current investment. So H Limited, S Limited, 440, 150, both 590. Then inventory. Now simple. एक वर्ड ये नहीं बोलते थे फाउंडेशन में. डाउट्स और अकाउंट्स के अलावा कुछ आते ही नहीं था. Current asset, it's not that is the problem. 11,99,750. Everyone. So see, if you see in the entire problem, if reserves is surplus, it's not that this problem is nothing. And in reserves and surplus, two things will not flash you in the exam. Revaluation reserve. It will not flash. It will not flash. And second, in post-acquisition profit, you have to adjust the extra depreciation. These two things will not strike. Now, whatever I did in notes, you see how they have given in the working notes. Our balance sheet is same. See this working note, pre-acquisition profits and reserves. Here they have combined profits and reserve for pre. Then revaluation, post-acquisition reserve, post-acquisition profit they have given separately. Everyone, pre they have combined, post they have given separately, and minority interest, cost of control. Our answer, our presentation is much more. I know. Little, I said this yesterday itself. Little substandard, but easy to recollect. And there are a few complexity which will come again in this area only. There will be 100%, I'm telling there will be complexity, but only in this area. For some share capital, we wrote directly. Minority interest, it was once we distribute reserves. So if your answer is right, it will be fully right. Otherwise, this two will be wrong. If reserve distribution is wrong, minority interest will also be wrong. Current liability, simple one-to-one addition. This simple one-to-one addition, only revaluation reserve we have done extra. So revaluation reserve, if it is increased, we have added. If it is decreased, we have subtracted. And accordingly, depreciation we have adjusted. Is it clear for all? Everyone? So now tell me, 14 marks, this problem worth, not worth? Definitely not worth. Definitely not worth. Worth will be the problem which I'll give you in your board. Okay? So this problem not worth. ड्राइंग नहीं है जब मैं एनिमल बना रहा हूँ जब ह्यूमन बॉडी लंग्स वगैरह बना रहा हूँ वर्किंग नोट है ये ड्राइंग कहाँ से दिखता है सर करती मेरे वर्किंग नोट में Yes, I have sent in the group. Come on, start copying quickly. I have sent along with the drawing. Time to change your phone. Come on, everyone, copy quickly. Luckily, we have completed this problem in half an hour. Last batch I took for 1 hour, same problem. I am giving you 10 minutes to write. Come on, everyone, don't waste your time. 10 minutes, you have to close the problem. In exam, 14 marks means you can take maximum 14 into 1.5. 21 to 22 minutes. So you cannot spend too much of time in writing. You have to spend more time in knowing the concepts. Come on, everyone, write quickly. Don't forget the condition. I'll send you out. Happy to see सबने note number 4 नहीं लिखा. विराट and अनुष्का वाला. Come on, everyone, make it quick. We can easily complete the chapter today. There are just two more illustrations, 15 and 16. And both are different problems. Technically, consolidation is over. 15th is consolidated P&L and 16th is uniform accounting policy. Come on, everyone. Quick, quick, quick. 3 बजे चाय वाला आ जाएगा. Before that, we have to complete 15th problem. और बाजू वाले का फोन काम नहीं कर रहा ना. Done. 1 minute left. Those who are still writing, 1 minute. I'll start the next problem. Can I? लिख लिया आप. जब मैं बोलता हूँ आप सोते हो, और जब ये सब लिख रहे हैं आप ऐसी ब्राइट आंख खोल के बैठे हो. नेक्स्ट टाइम है ना, किसी की रात को नींद नहीं आएगी तो मेरे को कॉल करके भैया कंसोलिडेशन समझाओ ना. ऐसे समझाते समझाते. Okay, more than 10 minutes I have given. Now I am moving to the next problem. Intra-group transactions we have done. Just that receivable payable, just like how we did in amalgamation, we have to subtract. We don't have a problem in the illustration problems. This 14th illustration we have done before the break. Now consolidation of P&L. This is easier than balance sheet. Add 1 to 1 minus intercompany owings. That's all. That's all. That's all. That's all. Everyone. So you will add holding company P&L, subsidiary P&L, and you will subtract the intercompany owings. Everyone. Yes. Now, before we start, P&L format, we start with operation. Total income. Expenses. Cost of material consumed. Purchase of stock in trade. Change in inventory. Employee benefit expense. Finance cost. Depreciation and amortization. Depreciation and amortization. This ideally should have happened after tea, but I don't know. Before tea, everyone are charged up. Pull up CNN. पूछो. दो बार लिखा है आपने. Okay, so now let's begin illustration number 15. So H Limited and S Limited sales and other income they have given together. So this will put in revenue from operation or the other income. Revenue. Total revenue. Like that, don't think you have to put it under sales. Revenue from operation. Increase in inventory, raw material, wages, production expense, where it will come? Admin expense, selling and distribution, interest, bunch kind. Interest will come in finance costs. Depreciation. This is the entire, and this question, I don't know, examiner favorite. They have not even changed the numbers. I think 3 times at least they would have asked. 3 times they have asked. They did not even change the numbers. Student बाहर आके बोल रहा है भैया this is profit. उसको नंबर याद है, प्रॉफिट फिगर याद है कि भैया यही है प्रॉफिट. You see 100% this is right. H Limited sold goods to S Limited of 120 lakh at cost plus 20%. So this 120 is selling price or cost price? This is selling price. Inventory of S Limited includes such goods valued at 24 lakh. Administrative expense of S Limited include 5 lakhs paid to H Limited as consultancy fee. So for S Limited, it is admin expense, but for H Limited, it is consulting fees. Selling and distribution expenses of H Limited includes 10 lakh paid as commission. So commission for holding is selling and distribution for H Limited. Or I said other way around. Selling and distribution expense of H Limited. Sorry. For holding, it is selling and distribution. For subsidiary, it is commission. H Limited holds 80% of equity share capital of 1000 lakhs in S Limited prior to 2001-202. H Limited took credit to its P&L the proportionate amount of dividend declared and paid for the year 20x1, 20x2. Now, when did we acquire? Prior to this period, for this year dividend, they are telling they have credited to P&L. Is it right or is it wrong? It is correct. If it is pre-acquisition dividend, you will reduce some costs. But this is post-acquisition dividend. They have credited to P&L. Perfect. Prepare consolidated statement of P&L. Can I begin, everyone? So, consolidated P&L of H Limited. Consolidated P&L of H Limited for the year ended 31st March 20x2. Bhaiya, here note number required? Definitely yes. Particulars, note number, amount. Yes, we will start from revenue from operations. Revenue from operation, note number 1, amount. Now, notes to accounts, revenue from operations. First is H Limited. Now, H Limited, how much is the revenue? 5,000. But less. Consulting fees, less. Consulting fees. Amount 5 lakhs. So these numbers are in thousands. No, these numbers are in lakhs. So less 5. Then, yes. Then S Limited, 1,000 less. Less for him. For S Limited, it is commission. Commission, it is 10. 990. So adding both together, 5985. 5985. Everyone. Very good. H Limited sold goods to S Limited for 120 lakhs. So less intercompany sales. Or where H Limited can we subtract? Less intercompany sales. 120. So it is 4875 and total 5865. 5865. Everyone. Yes. So that is revenue from operation. Luckily, there is no other income. No other income. So total income will be same. Total income will be same. 5865. Everyone. Can I continue? Then we have expenses. Under expenses, first is cost of material consumed. Note number 2. Cost of materials consumed. Cost of material consumed. Raw material consumed. 800, 200. Is there any adjustment? Huh? Cost of material consumed. Very good. Production expense will be added. Production expense. Again, production expenses is part of material consumed. कैसे भैया? Direct expense. Direct expense. So cost of material consumed. First, H Limited, 800 and S Limited, 200. Now, should we subtract intercompany owings or not? There is no purchase of stock in trade. No purchase of stock in trade. So purchases will subtract here itself. Less intercompany purchase. Intercompany purchase. How much? 120. So and then what else should we add? Production expenses. Production expenses. It is again H limited and S limited. 200 and 100. Total 300. Yes, total 1180. 1180. That is material consumed. So, bhaiya, production expenses, bhaiya, you should have put in the other expenses. Anyone who still have that doubt? One, two, three. Raise your hand, everyone at the time. Okay, 50%. Why, bhaiya, production expenses you are including under material consumed. So, when we put cost of material consumed, how much of material we have used for production? How much material we have used for production? Everyone. But yeah, in that case, why don't you add wages also? For wages and salary, employee cost, a separate ledger is there. Everyone. But for production expense, do we have a separate ledger? No. So it is recommended to put under material consumed. If you put it under other expense also, it is fine. Depends. So if you ask question like this, you'll get diplomatic answers only. So I suggested method, better to put it here. Better to put it here. So cost of material consumed over then increase in inventory. Note number 3. Now 1200. Increase in inventory. Closing less opening. But what do we do? Opening minus closing. So here the numbers are in positive. We have to put in negative, negative. H limited minus 1000 and S limited. Any adjustment required? Very good. Less unrealized profit. Now, unrealized profit, everyone. You will calculate on 120 or you'll calculate on 24. 24. 24. Why, bhaiya? Because out of 120, balance is sold. 24,000 is only left in stock. And profit is 1 by 5 on cost. How much on sales? So 24 lakh into 1 by 6. 4. So total 1196. But this will come in minus 1196. Everyone, is it clear? After increase in inventory. So what and all have we already? This. Yeah. Next, employee benefit. Employee benefit expenses. Employee benefit expenses. Note number 4. It is wages. Okay. Wages H limited and S limited. 800 and 150. Any adjustment required, bhaiya? No adjustment required. Post 950 directly. Post 950 directly. After employee benefit expenses, the next cost, finance cost. Note number 5. So interest, H limited, S limited. Finance cost 150. 150. After finance cost, depreciation and amortization. Note number 6. Again, H Limited, S Limited, 150, 150. Then finally, other expenses. Other expense. Under admin expense. HNS. So 200, 100. Less intercompany owings. Less intercompany owings. See, in admin expense here, they have given admin expense of S Limited include 5 lakh. We have reduced in income. Now we are reducing in expense. So less intercompany owing minus 5. So total 295. Then selling expense. H Limited, S Limited, intercompany. So 200, 50 and intercompany owing minus 10. 240. So total other expense. 535. 535. So total expense 1769. 1769. Profit 4096. Profit is 4096. Everyone. Now I'll just discuss the adjustment. I'll just discuss the adjustments. Other things we have simply added one by one. This consultation fees we have reduced here. Yes, we have reduced some income, and here we have reduced from both places. We have reduced both places. We have reduced everyone. This 10 rupees we have reduced here, and 10 rupees we have also reduced here. Everyone. Now this 120 we have reduced from sales. Yeah, we have reduced from purchase also. And finally, where is that 4 rupees? भैया no alternative. क्या लेस कर क्योंकि ये माइनस है ना, ये माइनस में है तो इसलिए साइन उल्टा है. यस, तो
ये प्रॉफिट ऑलरेडी हुई
क्लोजिंग स्टॉक में है. कहाँ है क्लोजिंग स्टॉक? हमने क्लोजिंग स्टॉक में तो एडजस्ट ही नहीं किया भैया. अभी करो क्या. भैया cost of increase in inventory is opening minus closing. भैया here so we did not adjust only भैया. आप हो गया. Sorry भैया. Here we have adjusted other leg. Very good. The other leg will come in balance sheet in stock. Guys, journal entry I thought. Journal entry. P&L to stock. HS only sold to S. So upstream, downstream. Downstream. Journal entry. P&L to stock. See, P&L it will be adjusted here. P&L it will be adjusted here. And then it will be subtracted in stock. Everyone, is it clear? P&L over. No variety at all. Every time they ask in the exam around the same area. So maximum adjustment they are given in one problem. Consulting income, commission income, and then purchase and sale and unrealized profit. Only these 4 adjustments are possible. All the 4 they are given here. Come on, everyone. 10, 10, 12. 10 or 12 marks. Come on, everyone. Copy quickly.
increase in inventory में
Increase in inventory is opening minus closing.
less कर रहे हैं ना unrealized profit
हाँ
तो -1204 होना चाहिए
क्या?
और माइनस
हाँ कविया ने वही पूछा ये लेस वर्ड कंफ्यूजिंग है सी unrealized profit is basically we are reducing the closing stock. Yes, so opening minus closing कम हो रहा है. Let's give some hypothetical numbers to understand this. ये 1200 है ठीक है so I'll assume opening stock as 1000 and closing stock as 2200. So this is how 1 minus 2 1200. Okay, now I am telling unrealized profit 5 rupees is there in the closing stock, so that if we remove this will become 2195. तो कम ही तो होगा